quick and say hey to all my flower friends and check in to see how you all are doing after Thanksgiving. So I was going to unload my dishwasher if you guys don't mind, and we'll chat a little bit because I know for us it has been a wild 2 weeks. So my parents 2 weeks ago came in to see us and spend the week, which was wonderful. After they got in on the second day, we went up to Norfolk. I had to go and meet for a permit inspector for one of our Airbnbs. So our 3.5 hour drive for a 3 minute permit inspection that we have to have every 2 years. And the house doesn't change. It's kind of a silly thing, but I guess they have to have rules. And so that's one of the rules. So after that, then we just enjoyed some time here at the house. And my dad got to metal detect on the beaches here in Virginia first and then in North Carolina. And we just had a great time together. Ate a lot of yummy food, went to some great restaurants and got a lot of good seafood. So that was a lot of fun. And then we went to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. So it was super, super busy. The second day we got there, I went with my mom for her doctor's visit. So we had to drive like 45 minutes to one town because my parents live in the middle of nowhere. And then from that town, we went to another town an hour away to go get a honey baked ham. So, and then Wednesday, we did tons of cooking. We did a low country bowl with my little brother and celebrated his birthday. And then after that, we had Thanksgiving. And then on Friday, we went and visited one of my husband's good friends from high school. So that was a lot of fun. So, shout out to the Rooks family. And then we visited my mother-in-law's grave, which was just a very sweet time, but it was very, very cold. So unfortunately, we couldn't spend a lot of time there. But Mary Faith made some beautiful flowers that we got to put on the grave, and we got some yummy food at a little diner that was so adorable. It's all decked out in Elvis Presley and Marilyn Monroe, which was so cute. And then we headed back an hour to my parents' farm. And then on Saturday, we got to go visit with Santa Claus at my brother's office. So he does an annual free visit with Santa for all of the kids in his local area. And they had hot dogs and hamburgers and chicken and had this guy out there barbecuing. So it smelled really good. So had a good time there. And then we made the long trek back home, took my son back to school, and then we came back here to coastal North Carolina. So today is super cold here. It has been raining, raining, raining. You know how it is here. It just either is dry as a bone or it rains like crazy. So as gardeners, oh my goodness, everything is brown. Everything is ugly. So it makes me think, okay, in the spring, I need to think about more plants to plant that will give us winter interest, like magnolias and boxwoods and all of your evergreens, because it is just blah outside. It's just literally just blah and yucky. So let me know in the comments down below. Is it as cold and yucky where you guys live at? So I just feel like that I need to check in on my gardening friends because we go through the same things every single year, and we're like, if we can just get through the winter and get to spring and seed starting and gardening again, it would be so much fun. So tell me something that you did for Thanksgiving that you had a wonderful time. Did you eat lots of yummy food? What was your favorite food dish? I did post a couple of reels of some of the funny foods that I think that we have in the South, like giblet gravy. Have you guys ever had that before? So my mom takes like either a chicken or a turkey neck bone and all of the giblet package, and she boils it and makes like this broth. And then, oh yeah, so you've had it before. So yes, so she does that, and it just looks like the most disgusting thing when she's doing it because it's like all of these giblets and bits all floating in this water. And I have like a cute little video of that, so you can go back and watch that on my page. But anyway, so We did the giblet gravy. We have cornbread dressing, so it's not in the turkey butt. It's actually a pan of dressing. You put the giblet gravy on top of it, just kind of makes it nice and moist, and cranberry sauce on the side. And we don't use like fresh cranberries. We use the gel. Has to be the gel in the can cranberry sauce. And then my dad always loves the Watergate salad, which is like a sweet salad. So, do you guys ever have sweet salads? We had some naval sailors from England eat at our house one year when we lived in Virginia. So their ship, the Queen Elizabeth, had came into the port, and so I was reading all your comments down here. So their ship had came into the port, and they needed a place for Thanksgiving. So we had 3 British sailors come and eat at our house, and they said, "Salad that's sweet? We're not really sure about that, but we'll try it." But they ended up loving the Watergate salad, which is like pistachio pudding with marshmallows and pineapples and cherries and pecans, and so, just a really yummy dish. And then they also were confused about sweet potato souffle because I guess they would eat sweet potatoes more savory, where we have our sweet potato souffle that's more sweet. So, what about you guys? Do y'all eat sweet potato souffle? And do you have dressing that's in the butt of the turkey, or do you have like a pan of dressing or stuffing? What do you guys eat there? Because I think it's so neat how we're all so different where we're from. So I grew up in Georgia, so we're, definitely the dressing, giblet gravy, sweet potato souffle, and that Watergate salad. Those are kind of like our staples. The dressing is cornbread and biscuits with celery and onions and chicken broth and all kinds of good seasonings, and you bake it real thin, about that thin. It's not like a big, stuffing would be. It's really thin, crispy and crunchy on the outside and buttery, and then you pour the gravy over top of it, and it just makes it so delicious. So, I guess that's the only thing that us gardeners are excited about right now is all the food and decorating for the holidays. So, I have gotten my tree up, but I am a little bit behind because I normally decorate the week before Thanksgiving, but my parents were here that week. So I got the tree up one day, but I did not get it decorated. So have you guys decorated for Christmas yet? Oh, you live in Kentucky? Okay. So I'm sure Kentucky's cold right now. My husband's family is all from Western, no, Eastern Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky. And I know they get a lot of cold time there in Kentucky. And then he has some family in Albany, Georgia as well. But anyway, so I want to show you guys my tree. It's not done yet, but we're getting started, and I just feel like I'm so behind because I'm normally already decorated by now. So I want to do some more tonight. Let's show you my tree. So this is our beautiful Christmas tree, and I love having it here in this corner. I think it's so beautiful with the lights coming in. And then over here on this side, I love all of the rock on the fireplace and the mantle. So I'm thinking this year I may do my nativity scene on the mantle this year, where last year we did Christmas houses. You haven't put up yours either? Okay, so I don't feel so bad because there's other people that hadn't got theirs up either. Now, this is a tree skirt that we got at the thrift store one year, and my daughter, Savannah, actually, she wore it to a Christmas party. If you can believe that, it fit around her waist. Of course, in the back, we had to modify it a little bit. But then after that, we've just been using it for a tree skirt. So yes, it is cold. Yes, I'm sure Kentucky's super cold. So that's all we've got. Now, I have gotten my wreaths on the front porch and on the windows. Some of my bows need to be kind of changed a little bit, but I'm thinking we're off to a good start. And we've already gotten some presents bought. You can always see all the holes in the trees before you get the ornaments on there. So we need to get our ornaments up, and then we'll start on the nativity. But I told my husband I did not want to get all the totes down all at once, because usually what he likes to do is he'll come over here, which is so sweet. He'll put all the totes here in this hallway here in the foyer. But then you have to like walk around them. You're going to put yours up today? Good luck. I hope you can do that. So I don't want all the totes down all at once. I want to do one tote at a time, and then get all the, like, do the Christmas tree first, then do the nativity. Then I've got this Bombay chest over here. I've had this for so long. So we're gonna get this one decorated. I'm not sure, maybe Christmas houses this year. And then I've got all of these shelves that I've got all my plant material on. So I gotta move all my plant stuff off. And they have lights underneath them too, so we can light those up. Then get this sofa table decorated. And then I want to get this over here decorated, but I'll still have to leave my African violets here. Our friends Linda and Leroy gave us these. So this is Mr. Leroy, and this is Miss Linda. And she kind of had a little lull for a little bit, but I've been feeding her some of the organic bloom fertilizer, and that is, show you down here. This one here. This is the one by Spoma. It's called Bloom. So we're going to give that to her, and she's been doing well with that. But when their blossoms start to kind of wilt like this, I just kind of pinch them off, and then I'll just throw them away. But it looks so funny in this light. And then this one's, yeah, when we left for Thanksgiving, she didn't have any blooms on her. So that bloom really, really did help. And I like to water them right in here and try not to get it on the leaves. And I kind of let them dry out just a tiny bit between watering because I don't like to be like too soggy. So I watered these when we got in on Sunday, and today is Tuesday. So I'll probably give them a little bit more water towards the end of this week. But anyway, so that is all the areas that I need to get decorated and our table, and but we're just kind of taking it slow this year, and that's okay. It's okay to take Christmas slow. There's no rules on when you have to have your Christmas up. It's just whatever works for you and works for your schedule, and then we just have to take it a little bit at a time. So I'm glad to see that I'm not alone and that everybody else is still working on their Christmas too. And I hope you guys will stay warm and bundle up because I know it is super cold out there. It's raining, and I'm going to go do something for myself today. So I encourage you to do something for yourself too. I'm going to go get my hair cut. So I'm super excited about that because we have a ball on Thursday. And so I want to get my hair nice and trimmed up for the ball. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you're encouraged just to enjoy and slow down this holiday season. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy good food. We'll worry about the calories in January. Enjoy decorating your home at a slow pace. We don't have to keep up with everybody on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok. We can just do it at our own pace and just enjoy the holiday season because that's what really matters the most. So I hope you guys have a great day. And if it was warmer, I would hope you could have a chance to get in your gardens today. Bye, friends.